Ben, and I don't have any cool outfits on, but this is...
I'm Conductor Larry.
Yeah. And we are here to be your tour guides through the Rocky Railway where Jesus' power pulls us through. We brought up some friends, Mr. Jared and Miss Kim and Mr. Drew and Miss Sarah Beth. They're going to help us. Oh, yeah, and some extra help, too. So, every time today, we're going to sing a song. But before we sing a song, we're going to teach you some of the motions, okay? So you guys got to be eyes on me. If you hear this sound, that means eyes up front, right? Ready to go, okay? Also, adults, if you had any respect for me and you lose it today, please come back next week. Give us a chance to earn it back. Deal? Deal. No, every single one is, I didn't have any anyway. Funny guys. All right. So the first song is our theme song, all about how Jesus' power pulls us through and how we trust in Jesus. Are you guys ready to learn the motions with us? All right. So it starts like this, okay? He says, we trust. And why do you do that? Why do we do that?
It's sign language for
this
trust.
Is sign language for the word trust. Well, what you'll want to do is you'll want to do this because it feels like this motion right here, but that's not what we're doing. You got to go faster if you're going to floss. You obviously don't floss your teeth, do you? Every time my dentist asked if I've been flossing, I was like, well, you should know. Last time I did, it was here. But so this is trust, and then what do we do after trust?
Trust in
you. Because who are we trusting in? Jesus,
yes.
God, good answer, okay? And then what's the next motion? Trust in you again. But then there's something else. Your power. So you got to put your arms up here. Power. Flex. Jared, flex your muscles. Flex. No, like you got muscles right here. Oh, okay. Who knows what it means to trust? Does anybody know? Shout it out. Just shout it. To believe, to know that somebody's going to, right? So watch this. Is Mr. Drew, would he trust me to catch him? Do you think he'll trust me? No? Are you ready? Okay, Mr. Drew says he's going to trust me. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. That's what it means to trust, right? Mr. Drew falls backwards, but he trusts that I'm going to catch him and not that he's going to land in the waterfall and have to go swimming. Right? But we're trusting in Jesus because his power is going to pull us through. Okay? Can you do that with me? Trust in you, Jesus. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. Any other good motions we missed? No? Okay. She said no. All right. Are you ready? All right, stand up. Everybody's going to do it with us, okay? Moms, dads, Grammys, Grampies, strangers. Let's sing together.
We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make to lead us. We're on the right track. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us whole, and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you.
Hey, good job, good job. Hey, your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. Who are we trusting in? Jesus. All week at Vacation Bible School, we're going to be learning about the power of Jesus to help us, okay? Jesus is the one who created the universe. Jesus is the Son of whom? God, the creator of the universe. And there's power that comes from Jesus, right? That's wow. That is a major flex. Do you need help getting back up?
Maybe.
Okay. Hey, so we are so excited. We're going to teach you a couple new songs today. We're going to have some fun. We're going to play some games. But all we're going to learn about today is that the power of Jesus helps us live forever. Okay, so when I say that, when I say Jesus' power helps us live forever, you're going to shout, trust Jesus. Okay, are you ready? Jesus' power helps us live forever. Now, does that mean that you're going to be the oldest person to ever live on this earth? No. Where are you going to live forever? In heaven, that's right.
Yes.
How do we get to heaven? It's because of who? Jesus. That's right. Jesus went to the cross. And so this next song we're going to sing is the song called There's Power in the Blood. If you're like me and you spent any time in Eastern Kentucky, you actually call this song Power in the Blood. But it's not golf. It's not par. It's okay. I say it too. You don't ever hit par, so you don't know what that means.
True.
Okay. But there's power in the blood. So what's our motion for power? Do you remember? Power, right? Right? Moms, dads, none of us are too cool for this. We're having some fun today.
Right.
There's power. And then does anybody know the sign for Jesus? Jesus, right? And why is this the sign for Jesus? What went in his hands? The nails. That's right. The nails went in his hands. So we say there's power in the blood. Par in the blood, depending on where you're from. And I'm okay with it because I'll probably say par. It comes out of me sometimes. And then we say, in service to our King, it kind of looks like antlers. Like, but the King, right? This is the King's crown. And then what's the other one? There's one more.
Shout praise.
Shout. Can we
praise.
shout? Let me hear you shout. 1, 2, 3. Woo! All right, I guess if we wanted to be really hip, we'd be like, sheesh! But we're not hip, so we won't do it. What? Oh, yeah. So then there's also this really tricky dance move that we're going to show you, okay? It goes like this. It goes left, right. And I can't do it without the beat. It's very hard. Okay, so in the middle, you'll hear it. We'll go boom, 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 okay? Can you do that real quick just on your seats?
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. Right, left, then right, left, okay? And did we miss anything else? You can also, Ms. Kim is the alternative version back here. She'll show you just the shuffle if you're more comfortable shuffling. All right, are we ready to sing Power in the Blood? Power in the Blood. Are we ready to sing Power in the Blood?
Yeah!
All right, let's stand up and sing together.
Would you do service for Jesus, your King? There's power in the blood, power in the blood. Would you live daily
And so one of the things that we're going to learn this week, that was hard. It was hard work.
Whew, yeah,
I feel like a Backstreet Boy. Am I as handsome as AJ McLean was? Was he a Backstreet Boy?
I'm not allowed to lie.
Okay, oh man. Hey, but one of the things we're going to learn this week is that Jesus' power helps us live forever.
Trust Jesus.
Woo, boy, oh boy, okay. We're going to learn that Jesus' power helps us live forever.
Trust Jesus.
You guys, I'm giving you permission in church to scream, and you're going, trust Jesus. One more time. Jesus' power helps us live forever.
Trust Jesus.
There we go, right? And here's the thing. Sometimes this life that we live is hard, isn't it? Does anybody ever have hard times? Bad things happen. Things don't go our way. And you don't want to live here forever, do you? Where do we get to live forever? In heaven. And in heaven, there's no bad things. There's no tears. There's no pain. And all week, when we learn about the power of Jesus, we're going to learn about some kiddos who have lived through that and who have seen that. And so today, I want to introduce you to Isaac. And Isaac lost his little brother. His little brother is now in heaven. And he's going to talk a little bit about what it means to trust in Jesus, that Jesus' power helps us live forever. I tricked you there. I tricked you. All right, so you guys, everybody, hands in their laps, eyes on the screen, and watch the video about Isaac, and then we're going to have some more fun.
I'm Isaac, and I'm 11 years old. At home, I like to, a lot of times I play video games. I have two brothers. One's older than me. He's into acting and singing. My younger brother, Elijah, he's 7. My sister's name is Zoe, but she, like a normal 4-year-old toddler, will make messes all the time, paint on the walls.
Isaac also dances.
I started dancing, I think like 2 years ago. My favorite kind of dance is contemporary or lyrical. It's sort of like ballet, but it's a little more free. I always felt like when I was dancing, I wasn't really stressed about anything or worried. Sort of forget about anything else that is bothering you.
Isaac had another brother named Joel.
Joel was 2 years younger than I am. He was always really happy and joyful. When he was 1, he was diagnosed with brain cancer.
Cancer is a disease that most kids do not have or get.
He had to do some crazy thing to get rid of it, and it was gone for a year. But then it came back and they said he only had a few months to live, but then he lived 5 more years.
Sadly, Isaac's little brother Joel died.
One of the things I remember a lot about him is he always had that like little giggle. He always loved knocking cup towers down. So he'd make one that was like maybe double the size of him, and he'd run into it, and it would come down, and he'd laugh so hard. A lot of times we'd take him to this farm. It was like a petting zoo in some places, and you could feed the animals. I have this one memory of Joel. He was feeding the goats. So we give him the bag to reach in and give to the goats, but then he just gives the bag to the goats, and the goat devours the whole thing. Joel always loved animals. One time he got to ride a pony, and he was so happy. He loved it.
Isaac misses his brother Joel. Joel loved Jesus and believed in him too.
A lot of times I feel sort of like I miss him and pretty sad, but I'm glad that he's in heaven and he can do so many things that I can't even do right now. Dancing always like cheers me up because it makes me think about God and how he's with Joel and he is amazing.
Isaac knows that because of Jesus, he will be able to see his brother again in heaven.
I sort of look forward to hearing his giggle, and I look forward to running up to him and giving him a grand old hug.
In the Bible, the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 11 says, "The Spirit of God who raised Jesus from the dead lives in you."
I feel like that verse makes me feel like sort of hopeful that we can share the power of God and the Holy Spirit with the whole world, and that one day we can all know Jesus and God and praise and worship together. Even if we die, we still get to live forever in heaven with God, and Jesus' power is letting you live forever.
Jesus' power lets us live forever.
That's right. Jesus' power lets us live forever. Oh, man. We'll get it. We'll get it by the end, okay? I need one volunteer who is not yet been to kindergarten. Somebody raise your hand if you haven't yet been to kindergarten. If you haven't yet been to kindergarten. Benny, are you ready? All right, come on, Benny. I need one volunteer who's going into first grade. One volunteer is going into first grade. One volunteer, Ada, come on up. One volunteer is going into second grade. One volunteer is going into second grade. Joshua, come on up. One volunteer who's going into third grade. Madeline, come on. One who's going into fourth grade. Anybody? Toby, come on up. And a fifth grader. This is going really well. All right, I need any volunteer at all. Any volunteer at all whose birthday is in January. January. All right, come on up. All right, so you guys are going to play a game. Are you ready to play a game? Yeah. Okay, so I need Benny and Benny to come with Larkin, and you guys are going to come right here, okay? Benny and Larkin, you're right here. Come on down. Okay, and then I need Ada to go with Madeline, and you guys are going to stand right here. So Larkin right here, Benny right here, looking right at each other. You saw this game already. All right, Ada right here. Right next to Larkin, Madeline right here. And then Toby, come here, and Joshua right here. Come on. The whole world's waiting. All right, so we're going to play a game called ball toss, okay? Right here. One line, Benny, right here. Over here. There we go, just like that, right there. All right, so you guys are the orange team. And then the girls, you're the blue team. And Benny and Larkin, you're the green team. So here's how this game's going to work. The ball's going to start over here. I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, toss, and you're going to toss the ball to your partner here. Whoever tosses and catches the ball the most wins the game. Once you catch it, hold still until I give you the next command, okay? Are we ready? All right, 1, 2, 3, toss. All right, now here's where it gets tricky. You guys take one giant step back. Gianter, there you go. No, that's probably too far. Right here where Ada is. All right, now you ready? Oh, don't toss it until I say toss. 1, 2, 3. Madeline, hold it. Toss. Okay, good. Now you guys take one giant step back. 1, 2, 3, toss. Don't toss until I say, oh, Madeline and Ada. All right, good job, guys. Go have a seat. Okay, good job. All right, so now it's down to Benny and Larkin versus Joshua and Toby. Are we ready? All right, wait. Take one step back. One more step back. Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3, toss. Oh, right in the face. Good job. Can you guys give it up for Joshua and Toby? Good job. Give it up for Benny and Larkin. That's right. So, this game is a lot of fun, right? But what made this game get hard really quick? It gets hard the farther apart you get, right? It gets really hard. Where's Conductor Larry? Conductor Larry, you ready? Watch, it's easy when we're close. But when we get further away, oh, don't go long. Okay, I'm ready. Okay, now, it gets harder the farther away you get, right? But when you get closer, it's nice and easy, isn't it? Okay, sometimes you can bonk it with your head. Oh, I wasn't ready. Oh, don't knock the train over. We're out. We lost. But that's how it is with the power of Jesus. The power of Jesus is what pulls us through, and Jesus draws us closer to who? Well, Jesus, yeah. He draws us closer to God. And the closer we are to God, the better things will be, okay? Jesus' power helps us live forever. That's right. So that's the goal, is for us to live forever in heaven with Jesus. Does that make sense? Yeah. So the closer we get to Jesus, the closer we get to God, the better our lives are, right? All right, does anybody want to sing another song? No? Well, I'll tell you what, the conductors won't come up unless you guys are louder about singing. Does anybody want to sing another song? No. Someone shouted no. That's not how this works. There's a list right here. We're going down the list, buddy. Let me hear it for the conductors. Come on, give it up for them. All right. So we're going to sing this song. It's another oldie but a goodie, okay? This song is called This Train, all right? And every time I think about this VBS theme, you know, my mind goes back to like mid-90s. Come on, ride the train and ride it. Come on, ride the train. It's a choo-choo. But then I realized that both of our interns were born in 1999 and have no idea what that song is. Like, I bet if I was like, how's that hit a Macarena? Like, they still wouldn't know what that is either, let alone the choo-choo, which was not nearly as popular. So, this joke is not landing. I should be used to that by now. So this song is called This Train, right? So it's really, really simple motions. Are you ready? It goes, this train is bound for glory. Where's glory? Who knows where glory is? Heaven, that's right. This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. And there's one more motion, right? Oh yeah, Jesus made a place in heaven for me. That's when you got it. I'm not very good at the jazz hands because Lawrence was in show choir, but I played football. So we're very different, very different. So you go, this train is bound for glory, this train, and then we say, Jesus made a place in heaven for me, okay? Now, but there's a secret part, and it's Mr. Drew's favorite part. Mr. Jared, he apparently at age 21 has lost his knees, so he complains when we have to do this part. So you'll have to have pity on him. But when we get real quiet, and we got to go, this train is bound for glory. See, Jared, it gets real hard on those poor boys' knees, right? Okay, do you think we can do this? Do you think we can do this? All right, let's sing together.
This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. Jesus made a place in heaven for me. This train is bound for glory. 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 Jesus made a place in heaven for me. This train is bound for glory. This train.
Okay, now let's bring it down.
This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. Jesus made a place in heaven for me. This train is bound for glory. This train. Oh, this train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. Jesus made a place in heaven for me. This train is bound for glory. This train. This train. This train. This train.
Okay, I want to invite all of our kiddos who aren't yet in 5th grade to come on down front right here. We're going to have a little talk. Conductor Larry, are you not in 5th grade? He says he never graduated. All right. So, we're going to have a little talk together, okay? Oh, Shannon, you do not look happy to be up here. I will not talk to you anymore, okay? I'm looking this way. All right. Mr. Larry, will you be my helper and hand the microphone to anybody who's talking? All right. So I want to ask you guys a question. Hey, Draken, I want to ask you guys a question. Have any of you ever gotten in trouble at home? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Abel, you should raise your hand a little bit higher, okay? All right. Have any of you ever told a lie? No? Hey, Cohen, do not judge, brother. Do not judge. All right. Have any of you ever gotten so mad you want to run away from home? Yes. That was very emphatic, Carter Pajewski. Have any of you ever been so mad at your brother or sister you just want to slug them right in the face? Yes. Again, I say, you all. All right. She said, I just already do that. Like, all right. So let me ask you, does anybody know what the Bible calls those things that I just named? Raise your hand, raise your hand, raise your hand. All right, Abel's hand was up first. Well, you got to say it in the microphone. Well, this is not working. This is a terrible plan. Say it.
Sin.
Sin, right. Those are called sins. Yes, Coraline. You can come up. Come on. It's okay. Nope, okay. She changed her mind. That's fine. Hey, so these things are called sins. And let me ask you a question. Does sin get us closer to God, or does it draw us further away from God? Further, right? So the more sins I commit, the closer I get to Jesus? No. So, let me tell you a little story, okay? I've shown this picture to your parents a dozen times, and I've shown it to some of you. I drew this picture because this is the best way for me to show you that Jesus' power lets us live forever.
Trust Jesus.
This is my best way to show you Jesus' power lets us live forever.
Trust Jesus.
Okay, so let me ask you guys a question. Raise your hand, okay? Raise your hand. Why did God make the earth? Who has an idea? Who has an idea? Benny, what do you got?
Because he made it.
Because he made it. That's a great reason. That is a great reason. Anybody else have another reason why God made the earth? Madeline?
So he could watch other people like his daughters and sons.
So he can make us his daughters and sons. Zosha, what do you got?
For the earth.
For the earth, yeah. Cohen, what do you got?
So he can watch other people.
So he can watch us. Is it because he loves us? Yeah. And he designed the earth to be with us forever. But did he want us to have to be there, or did he want us to choose to be with him? Choose. So what's the alternative to choosing God? Well, we use the big S word. What was that? Maybe not the S word your parents use at home. This is going out on the internet. What was that? S-I-N. What was that word? Sin, right. So our choice was God or sin, and sometimes we've chosen sin, right? And what happens when we choose sin? Does it get us close to God, or does it separate us from God like when we played the game? It separates us, right? So there becomes this gap in between us and God. It's just like the ball toss. You're right. The further away we get, the harder it gets. Now, let me ask you this. Is there a number of dishes you can do? Is there a number of times you can clean your room? Is there a amount of money you can give to the church to get back over that gap? No, say it. No? Is there anything good, and is there a good enough thing you can do to get back over that gap, to get back to God? Elijah, shout it.
I died.
You forgot? Okay. We can trust Jesus. Okay. So, if we want to live forever, we have to be with God, right? And how do we get back to the side with God? Does anybody have an idea? Trusting in Jesus. Okay. Benny, what do you got?
You have to trust Jesus.
Trust Jesus. So, how did Jesus help us live forever? Does anybody want to take a guess before it comes up on the screen? But how does Jesus help us live forever? Coraline, you got a guess? No, it's okay. Is the microphone scary? Hold on. Toby?
Down on the cross first.
Yes, he died on the cross. So show him the cross, Peyton. So now the cross is the bridge that we can go over to get past that separation from Jesus. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because he loves us. What did Jesus do on the cross? He died. But when Jesus died, they put him in a tomb. And did he stay in that tomb forever? No. What happened on the third day? He rose from the grave. So what is into heaven? And so what is Jesus doing? Oh, yeah.
But him fall down.
He fell down, but he's back in heaven, right? And now he lives forever, right? And so we can live forever with Jesus in heaven if we do what? Trust in Jesus. That's right. We've got to trust in his power, okay? So Jesus' power lets us live forever if we
Trust Jesus.
That's right. That's what we have to do. We have to trust Jesus. We're going to talk about this all week, okay? So I'm going to invite you guys to walk slowly back to your seats. Before I do, ask your mommy and daddy if they've gotten their communion cups, okay? If they haven't, you can be a helper and go get communion for your mom and dad. But let's do it quietly, okay? Can we do it quietly? So moms and dads, what we're going to do now is we're going to go into a time of communion. And I'll just kind of share this with you. What we do at communion is we remember the sacrifice that Jesus made on the cross. And we remember the sacrifice that he made for us. And it's a little bit different. We don't have a rule about communion, but what we say is we don't think that your child is ready for communion until they've been baptized. And that's just because we think there's some conversations to happen. But it's not a rule that we will enforce. That's not how it works. So what we're offering you today is an opportunity as a family to take communion. If you've given your life to Jesus, if you want, I encourage you to use this opportunity for your kids to see mom and dad or Grammy and Grampy or who they're here with, to see someone take communion, to remember the sacrifice that he made for us. And so what we're going to do over the next couple of minutes is we're going to watch another video of a song that we're singing this week called The Old Rugged Cross. And it's a reminder to us that on a hill far away stood an old rugged cross, the emblem of suffering and shame. And who went to that cross? Jesus. And who did he go to that cross for? For you and for me. And so while the song plays, families, we encourage you together to take communion, to remember that. You can sing along with the song, and then after that, we'll keep going with some more fun. Does that sound good? All right, let me say a prayer. If everybody will pray with me, let's fold our hands and bow our heads. I'm going to say a prayer. Dear God, thank you so much for who you are. Thank you that you loved us so much that you sent your son Jesus to die for us. Thank you, God, that he took away our sins so that we could live forever with you. Help us to remember him and the cross, and it's in your name we pray. Amen.
exchange it someday for a crown.
And that's what it's all about, is the old rugged cross that Jesus died so that he could give us the power to live forever. Jesus' power lets us live forever. That's right. That's right. That's what all of this is about, is trusting in Jesus. Hey, I have a question. I need somebody to shout to me what their favorite food is. Ready? Go. Mac and cheese, pizza, tacos. That's a girl after my heart. Who else? Who else? Spaghetti. Fish. Somebody said it. Somebody knows. Fish. So I have to tell you something. I am 34 years old. Is that old? It's old. It's old. I am 34 years old, and this year I discovered I like fish. I, for the longest time, did not think I liked fish, but apparently your taste buds are changing all the time. So this is a PSA to say that you should try new foods at your house. I've discovered that I really like grilled and blackened fish. It's like one of my new favorite foods. It's weird. But I want to introduce you to another fish today whose name is Finn. And Finn is today's memory buddy. Tonight at 6 o'clock, we'll meet a new memory buddy. But every day at VBS, we're going to meet somebody who's going to help us remember about the power of Jesus. And today we're going to meet Finn, who's going to tell us about how Jesus' power lets us live forever. You got to stay with me. You got to be ready all the time on your toes. Today we're going to remember that Jesus' power lets us live forever. All right, you guys want to scream real loud for Finn? You ready? 1, 2, 3.
Are you ready to splash into another fantastic day at VBS? I'm Finn, a rainbow trout. I'm happiest when I'm taking a dip in a clean, bubbly mountain stream. This is the life. This stream is where I began life. This exact spot where I hatched is pretty important to me, but we'll get to that later. I spend most of my day flipping my fins, swishing my scales, and exploring this awesome river looking for food. I love to eat. Me and my fishy friends spend about 80% of our day looking for food. I use my mouth to poke around and look for good stuff to eat. And sometimes I end up getting a mouthful of weeds and sticks. Not bad. Of course, it's not as good as the bugs or the crustaceans I usually like. I'll even jump out of the water for them. God gave me something super sharp to help me find food. My eyes. They show me what to eat and what to stay away from. After being born, I might travel to a new stream far away from my home. But when it's time to lay eggs, rainbow trout always return home. My cousins, steelhead trout, travel from a freshwater stream all the way to the ocean. Even if they've lived in the ocean for a couple of years, they swim against the stream to make it back home. That takes a lot of power. Wow. Home is important to me and my fish family. Jesus knew that a forever home was important too. That's why Jesus died, to pay for all the wrong things you've ever done, or will ever do. Because those sins are paid for, you can have life forever in an awesome place called heaven. But Jesus' power doesn't just cover your sins. Jesus is so powerful that he beat death forever. But it gets even better. The Bible tells us the Spirit of God, who raised Jesus from the dead, lives in you. That means a friendship with Jesus gives you the same awesome power that let him beat death. Wow! So, if you're feeling worried or sad, or things seem out of control, remember that Jesus' power is bigger than anything, and it's right there for you. Jesus' power lets us live forever. Trust Jesus.
That's right. Finn taught us that Jesus' power lets us live forever. That's right. Hey, I wanted to share one more thing with you guys, if that's okay. You ready? Okay. You know, every year at Vacation Bible School, one of the things that we do is we help think about bigger than just us, right? Because there's more kids in this world than just the kids in this room, aren't there? And there's more people in this world than people who just live in our country. And so this year, for our special mission project for Vacation Bible School, we're raising money for a group called Pioneer Bible Translators. And that sounds pretty fancy, doesn't it? But here, let me tell you a little bit about Pioneer Bible Translators. Pioneer Bible Translators is a group that's going to a country called South Sudan. Does anybody want to guess where South Sudan is? Africa, that's right. Can you show them where South Sudan is, Peyton? South Sudan is all the way down in Africa, and I have a friend who's going with Pioneer Bible Translators. His name is Anthony, and his wife's name is Liz Smith. And you want to know something interesting about the people of South Sudan? Who knows what language we speak here? English, right. How many books would you guess are written in English? A lot. Millions and millions of books are written in English. In South Sudan, they speak a language called, I'm going to get this wrong, so forgive me, but they speak a language called Urdu Arabic. How many books do you think are written in Urdu Arabic? If you said any number higher than 0, you would be wrong. They've never had a single book written in their language. And so what Pioneer Bible Translators is doing is they're trying to help write down the language that they speak in South Sudan. Because right now, in South Sudan, things are not going well. They're having power getting electricity. They can't get their water to work. It's a lot of bad things are happening in South Sudan. And so a lot of the people who live in South Sudan are living in special camps called refugee camps. And so my friend Anthony and Liz, if you'll show their picture, and their 2 kiddos are going to South Sudan here in the next couple of weeks to work with a group called Pioneer Bible Translators to help write the Bible in their language for the very first time. Can you imagine if you didn't have a Bible to read? Can you imagine how hard that would be to learn about Jesus and how his power lets us live forever? That's okay, you missed that one. It's fine, we're being serious. But that's what Pioneer Bible Translators are doing. And so what Pioneer Bible Translators and my friend Anthony are doing is they're trying to write down the Bible in a language that the people in South Sudan can understand so that they can know that Jesus and that he wants them to live forever. How much do you think it would cost to translate a Bible verse? Just give me $1. Anybody want to take a guess? Just shout it out. It's okay. $1,000. Somebody cheated and knows the answer already. It costs $38 for every Bible verse they translate, to pay the people who live there, to pay for them to work there. It costs $38. I've decided that I think as a church, during Vacation Bible School, we can translate 25 verses for $950. Do you think you kiddos can help raise $950 to translate 25 verses? Yeah. I don't think you can. I don't think so. And here's the secret, right? When you're raising money at Vacation Bible School, I don't want your mommies and daddies just writing checks. They're welcome to, but I don't want them to. I want you guys washing dishes for extra money. I want you digging out your piggy banks. I want you asking mom and dad how you can help out your neighbors to earn extra money. I want you guys to help us raise $950 to translate 25 Bible verses for our friends in South Sudan. Do you think you could do that? No, there is very little confidence in this group right here. But I think we can do it. Here's how I'm going to help make this happen. For every 5 verses, there's going to be a special prize. So the first time, when we get to the 5th amount of $38, we'll fill up that first train down there at the bottom. Peyton, show them what it looks like when a train gets full. Every time we get to $38, we color in one of the trains. And when one of the whole train cars gets full 5 times, somebody's getting pied in the face. The first time we get 5 verses translated, it's going to be Mr. Jared. The second time when we get our 10th verse translated, Mr. Drew is going to get a pie in the face. The third time when we get to 15 verses translated, Mr. Steve is going to get a pie in the face. When we get to 4 trains full, Mr. Lawrence is going to get a pie in the face. And when we get to 5 trains full, somebody's going to get to put a pie in my face. I don't think it's going to happen. Do you guys think you can find a way to raise $950? I'll tell you what, if we keep going after that, we'll keep going. But tonight at Vacation Bible School, we're going to have a special offering time, and we're going to learn more about South Sudan, and we're going to have a time for you to come, okay? So dig out your piggy banks, dig out your extra money, and give money, not just to get us pied in the face, but why do we want people in South Sudan to have it? Because they need to learn what? The Bible, to trust in Jesus. That's right. So do you guys think we can make this happen? You think we can be a help? Do you think Mr. Jared's going to get pied in the face? You think Mr. Drew's going to get pied in the face? What about Mr. Steve? Oh, yeah. Not me and Mr. Lawrence, though. We'll be safe and sound. We won't even buy enough whipped cream for me and Mr. Lawrence, because I don't think you guys can earn the extra money. Do you think you can? All right. Hey, do you guys want to cheer and bring up the conductors one more time for 2 more songs? Does that sound good? All right. We're going to teach you a new song, so come on up, conductors. This song is called, oh, look at the run. Look at the run. Hey, Mr. Jared, you ready? Here's practice. Practice for pie in the face. Practice for pie in the face. Hey, Mr. Lawrence, they're not pieing us in the face, are they? No. It's a good thing, because are you allergic to dairy?
No.
Oh, good. I should have cleared that with you. I don't know. Is there dairy in whipped cream? I think so.
Sure.
Like Ready Whip?
The cream is the...
I don't. Is Ready Whip actual cream, though?
That's for another
Hey,
time.
I don't need any more smart aleck comments from the interns, okay? Hey, guys, I'll go ahead and chip in so we can pie Mr. Drew and Mr. Jared in the face, because I'm not hearing this anymore. We're going to teach you guys a new song. It's called The Same Power, okay? And so the song, we've got our motion for power, right? Mr. Jared still doesn't have any muscles over there. The same power that rose Jesus from the grave. Okay? The same power that commands the dead to wake lives in us. Okay? And then it says we have this hope, right? This is hope, okay? This is the anchor. This is our foundation. This is what that his promises are true. And this hope, the strength, something else that rhymes with true. Yeah. Why am I just totally drawing a blank right now?
Nothing he can't do.
There's nothing he can't do, right? Same power that conquered Are we missing any parts?
We will not be overtaken.
We will not be overtaken. We will not be overcome. The same power. All right. Do you think we got this? Did we miss any?
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready?
Dan.
All right. Let's sing together. The same power.
Same power that
Hey, hold on. We're going to sing one more song together before we close. But before we do that, I want to tell you guys, come back tonight at 6 o'clock. But when you come back, we're not going to have any fun. We're not going to play any games.
No!
We're not going to have any awesome snacks.
We're going to have the best snacks for my tummy.
Are you going to share them with the children?
Oh, no, I'm not going to share them. Just
Oh,
that's for
Mr.
my
Lawrence,
snacks.
he's going to eat all the snacks. Okay, then I'll play all the games.
Well, I will help you play all those games.
Well, you can't. Your tummy will be full from snacks.
True, I have to wait 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
30
Okay,
minutes
we're going to have
play games.
so much fun tonight. You guys make sure you come back at 6 o'clock. Call your
6
friends,
o'clock.
call your neighbor, call your classmates, tell them to come back and join us, okay? We're going to sing the theme song one more time. Do you guys want to come up on stage and do the theme song with us? All right, come on up. We're going to come do the theme song, and we're going to have a great week, all right? Come on up, come on up. Hey, before I forget, if you are interested, our student ministry has prepared a video about the mission trip that they went on to Jacksonville. So we'll dismiss service after this song. And if you want to wait around a couple minutes, Jeremy and the crew will show the video, and you guys can share in the fun they had. But will you guys stand up and sing the same power, or sing our theme song with us? Are you ready? Yeah. All right, let's do it.
We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us whole and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us whole and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you.
Good job. Hey, we will see you guys tonight at 6 o'clock. If you want to stick around for the student ministry video, make sure. But if not, we'll have a great week, and we'll see you guys soon. Have a good one. Blow the whistle.